All right, what's up, everybody? So in this video, man, I'm gonna be breaking down what I think are the keys to victory in this fight, and I'm gonna kick it off with Jermell first. For Jermell, I think it's gonna be super important for him to come in extreme shape, man. Jermell's got to come in the best condition he's ever came in any of his fights.
You hear that?
Because Jermell is gonna want to box, man. He's gonna want to box. That's what he's got to work on in this camp. He's got to work on his boxing. He's got to work on his footwork, and he's got to work on that jab. Forget about working on the power. Forget about bulking up. Forget about combination punching. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that's just really gonna matter. Work on your power and your combination punching. I mean, for what? The last thing you want to do is actually stay in the pocket and trade with Canelo. I think he's got to focus on staying on the outside and just dancing all around the ring. Popping out that jab, measuring the distance. He's gonna have to go into a very, very slick style of boxing. I think that's pretty much the only chance that he has to beat Canelo. Take this thing to decision and hope that you get the victory on points.
But I mean,
because let's keep it real, bro. For anybody to think that Jermell is gonna knock out Canelo, bro, you're asking for way too much. Canelo has one of the best chins in boxing, to be honest with you. When have you ever really seen Canelo get hurt? I think the only time you saw him hurt was probably against Cotto's brother. And that was way back. And ever after that, like, you don't ever see Canelo hurt or stunned or nothing like that. So for anybody that thinks that Jermell is going to knock out Canelo, man, I think that's a long shot. So yeah, for Jermell, I think that's what he's got to do, bro. He's got to box. He's got to go in there straight boots and his style, man.
Hands are down. Right hand left by...
I don't think Jermell is a slick boxer like Boots or nothing like that. Actually, bro, to keep it real with you, if anybody would have a shot of beating Canelo coming from these lower weight classes, I think it would be Boots Ennis, man. Because Boots, I just think he's too damn slick, bro, and I think he could pull it off, man. But Jermell, he's not really slick like Boots, so I don't know if he's got the boxing ability to pull something like that off. But could he train for that, like, in this camp? Yeah, I think that should be the game plan, man. But for sure, one of the main things that he's got to work on in this camp is his footwork, man. He's got to be able to move around and dodge and the defense. Not defense like trying to catch Canelo's shots, but head movement and all that kind of stuff. Just getting out the way of the punches. Because Canelo's shots are going to be so hard that even if Jermell blocks him, they're still going to do some damage. He'll start punching the biceps and all that, trying to pretty much bruise up the muscle so these guys can't even use their arms anymore. And I think that's pretty much what's going to happen. I don't think that's going to be Canelo's game plan, but I think we're going to see that same effect when Canelo's punching Jermell. He's probably going to, even if Jermell is blocking the shots, those hard shots are still going to have an impact hitting the arms or whatever of Jermell. So for Jermell, man, he's just got to be super, super slick this fight and be able to be slick like that and box for 12 rounds. At the end of the day, I think that's the best game plan for Jermell. And, switching off to Canelo, for Canelo, bro, I think Canelo's got to work on cutting off the ring. I think he's got to be able to catch Jermell, because I think it's not going to be no secret, bro. Jermell's going to be running. So Canelo's got to work on cutting off the ring. And another thing that somebody dropped it out in the comments and actually made me think about this. What size is the ring going to be, That's another thing that we don't know, bro. If we get one of them John Ryder rings in this fight, it's going to be really, really hard for Jermell, man.
that's how it is.
Canelo's going to have a way easier time of cutting off the ring and getting to him, But if we have a pretty decent sized ring, it favors Jermell, of course. But Canelo in this fight, he's got to work on his combination punching, man. I think he's got to let go. I think it's not going to be no secret that Canelo is not going to be scared to trade with Jermell. If anything, I think he's going to want Jermell to trade with him so he could catch him with any kind of shots. So, of course, Canelo's going to try to engage with him. And I think that the combination punches are going to be key in this fight. And I think that Canelo should try to get him out of there early, man. I don't think he's going to want to go into the later rounds where, it's no secret that Canelo, he kind of gasses out a little bit. And I really don't see Canelo even trying to take this thing to the later rounds. There's really no point. Like, why wouldn't he go in there and just try to trade off with Jermell when, it's kind of clear. It's going to be kind of obvious that Jermell is not going to have the power to hurt him. In this fight, Canelo's the one that's coming with the power. So I think for Canelo, he's got to go in there and just let him go, man. He's got to go in there and just make this thing a straight dirty fight. Not dirty, you know what I'm saying, but like a rough fight. Lock him up, keep him in the corner, cut off the ring, just let go of them hands, and just let the punches take their effect on Jermell.
That's how it is. You hear that?
Honestly, Canelo doesn't really even need a game plan for this fight, man. All he's got to do is just go in there and fight, bro. That's all he's got to do. Just stick to what he does, use like his normal self, and he'll eventually come out victorious. But Jermell is the one that's gonna really need to put a really good game plan together to have a chance of winning this thing. But it was crazy. I seen in a recent interview where Canelo was golfing and they did like an interview with him. And he said he hasn't even started his training camp yet, I found that shit very interesting, bro. I was like, you got an upcoming fight and you're out there golfing and you're not even in training camp yet. I wonder why, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's not taking this thing serious, but I just think Canelo knows that he's got this thing won.
The big fight coming up against Jermell Charlo. When will you start training camp?
After this.
Right after this?
I always training.
Yeah, right.
I always in train, but light. But right after this, I'm gonna start training hard.
But yeah, so that's what I think these guys got to do, man, to win this fight. Leave it down in the comment section. What do you guys think? What do you guys think are the keys to victory for both of these fighters? But y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. And that's it for me, you guys. I'll be on to the next one, man. I'm out.